45. 45er. 45er. Think, don't believe. 45. 45er. Think, don't believe. 45. www.selects.me. And you won't just find Think, don't believe. You'll find some other things too. So just go to that website and take a gander. Take a gander and listen to some videos. And dun. Remember what I told you? Remember what I told you? Listening to all of them in succession, because a lot of them build on top of each other, you know, and it's like, you're going to buy a book, right? I mean, you're going to buy a book and you're not going to sit there and turn pages and go to page 15 and then 32 and 64. You're going to start in the beginning and just go through. I mean, make it one of your projects for you to go through. Yes. Okay, so back to the subjects of Think, Don't Believe. Yeah. Okay, so remember what I talked about with people, to me, the downfall of humanity, right then and there. And you say, well, why didn't God just shut that off? You know, well, then he wouldn't be feeling love and everything else. Emotions. Emotions. I mean, gosh, man. I mean, you listen to the news, you listen to everything, it's all negative, and what is it doing? It's just, right? I mean, think about it. The majority of people's lives in some way, shape, or form are being driven by emotion. And, you know, with what's going on in the world and how negative it is, and it's like, it's really just interesting to see how the press just feeds off of negativity like they're, I don't know what you want to call them. If I said anything in this video shows up somewhere along the line, they're going to get about it. But why? Why does the world feed off of negativity all the time? And the negativity is the thing that does what? It draws up negative emotions, and a lot of it draws up fear, right? I mean, simple example. Tomorrow we have a 20% chance of rain when there's an 80% chance of sunshine. You know, so what does that do even with the weather? It gets you to fear like maybe changing your plans because we got a 20% chance of rain. You know, but what about the 80%? You know what I'm saying? You know, so people's lives are driven by emotion. And you got to watch that. I mean, so like I've been talking about you like monitoring your thought life, you know? Monitoring your thought life, and you know, when you monitor your thought life, and you know, I think that part of the thing that you need to connect yourself when you're analyzing yourself and your stuff. Why am I feeling that way? Why do I feel that way? Why am I feeling that way? Why do I feel the need to feel that way? I mean, the other day, I was watching this thing with this whole hubbub that went up with Whoopi Goldberg on that show. She's sitting there talking about how, I've never seen anything like this before. And what just disturbs me is, what am I going to do to fix it? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? She's so drawn up in her emotions that somehow she thinks with her emotional stuff and her opinions of what she goes on her show and putting all her out and what she says, that somehow that's going to have some sort of an effect on how the outcome of what's going to happen. I mean, really. You're not God. You're not even close to even coming to having any control or relatively any influence at all. I mean, you could sit there and say, I don't care how many Twitter followers you got or whatever the darn tarnations it is. You're not going to change the world with your emotions and how you feel, and you're screaming and yelling and you're just embarrassing yourself, really, because there's that other crowd that's watching you that's going, oh my gosh, but anyway, we're kind of getting off this subject here. And that's that you got to watch your thought life, because a lot of things that are going on out there are you're driving yourself by the fears. The fear, like I saw another article, and it stirred me up, and I started feeling stuff too, that most people are afraid about that they will never be able to retire, and I think, there we go again. Because when I read that, I'm like, it stirred me up, got me going a little bit, and I'm like, wait. And then, I allowed myself to go through the process of the feeling it for the moments that I did, but then I back up and I say to myself, wait. Praise God for the fact that I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations in my life, for a witness for myself and a witness for you, to say to you and you and you and you and you and you. There's a verse that talks about, who are you to worry about what you shall eat or what you shall wear when you look at the birds of the field? And that's pretty profound, because no matter what, I mean, I live in a state where we got all four seasons. You see, so I see how we go through all those seasons. Rabbits are still finding stuff to eat. The birds are still finding stuff to eat. They all manage to survive and keep going. Now, every once in a while, I think just because of the cause of, nature and the forces of nature, one of them crash and burn eventually, but, that's just the cycle and the course of life. But for the most part, look at the birds of the fields. Who are you to worry about whatever? Because the fears that you're allowing yourself to feel, because fear is a felt thing, right? You're feeling fear. When you go through fear, it causes a reaction in you that makes you feel something, and then it generates even more feelings. I mean, you feel the fear from the thought or whatever, and then it generates even more, which generates even more thought, which generates even more feeling, and then you just keep going, don't you? I mean, I certainly have. I mean, if I have, you have too. Yep. If I have, you have too. Your fear, and then the fears and the doubt and the worry and the concern is just a big fat waste of energy. I'm telling you, I have put myself through the ringer on things. You start fearing stuff and you start thinking the bad feelings, and some of the stuff that I've directed myself to has caused even more problems in my life. And, I have to say, I got to, at some point or another, you got to take responsibility for your own life and what you're thinking, feeling, and believing. Because, I don't study everybody's life, and I don't sit down and talk to people about what's your life going on and what's happening. You can do that yourself. You can do that yourself. Your thought life. Start to pay attention on what's going on in your life. And then sooner or later, you're going to start connecting some dots. You're going to start connecting some dots. I mean, unfortunately, some of the stuff that you face in your life, and your fears and your worries and concerns, and the things that you're allowing yourself to be directed by with your emotions, are stuff that's happening in your life that is causing a lot of feelings and causing you to say things. But I caught myself 3 times, relationships with people. And then you start speaking things about those people that you're in relationships with. And I got to tell you, more times than one, darn tootin', that I manifested things in the relationships because of how I wish to think, feel, and believe, because of the fears and whatever else that was going on. So just remember the world's a big old negative place, causing lots of fears. But you can be saved, my friend. You can be saved, my friend. Yeah. Stop thinking about and allowing yourself to be driven by. Yeah.